Hey everyone, and thanks for joining. It's Patty from pspapercrafts, and I want to show you, I don't know if it's called a fun fold or not, but I've seen this as a drapery fold, a curtain fold, a ruffle fold, so I don't know what the name of it is, but this was made by Tracy Bish, who's on the Simple Sweet Stampers team that I'm on, where I come up with a tutorial each month with 12 other demonstrators, and we each make a card, and this is what she made last month. So I wanted to try it with some different paper, and I love this paper. This is one of the papers from the celebration. It's called Favored Flowers, and it's just gorgeous. I love the background, the black background, and it has Calypso Coral and Blackberry Bliss and Old Olive, and it's just beautiful. And this is free throughout the end of February during celebration when you spend $50 in product. So you can go, there's a link below to my online store, and you could pick up some product and get this for free if you want. So this is the Blackberry Bliss one, and it's just so pretty, so rich, right? And then I cut this down. It will be left over from this piece. So this time we're going to make one with Calypso Coral. So the same fold, different sheet, and the Calypso Coral card base. So the first thing we want to do, this is 11 and a half by 4 1/4. So it will go, you know, top to the bottom on here, and we will be cutting it at an angle and doing some scoring. So the first thing I want to do, I'm going to get out my trimmer, and let's just get this all out of the way because I need that long piece. And the first thing I want to do is just measure down 1 1/2. So we'll just go out to 1 1/2, and I'm going to make a little pencil mark here, and then I want to put this, I hope you can see, I want to put the pencil mark here and then the point here, and that's how we're going to get the piece that we need. So let's see. Okay, and then we're going to use this on the inside, but I think I'll cut it down a little bit, but we'll get to that later. So now we want to do our scoring. So we're going to put this in up here, and we're going to score, and I'll have a project sheet. There's a link below here, or you can go to my blog, pspapercrafts.com, and I'll have all the measurements, so you don't have to worry about writing them down right now. So we're going to use our scoring blade and score at 3, at 4, at 6, at 7, hope I'm still on camera here, at 9, and if you have the Score Pal or Score Buddy, I forget what it's called, you can use that as well. And then the last one is at 10. Okay, and then we're done with this for now. I'm going to just close this up. Okay, so that's away, and now we want to just fold these, and I'm just going to fold them and burnish them, and then we'll get them folded in the right direction. And this will be pretty with the green on the inside, and I'm going to show you 2 ways you can do this. If you want this inside to show, or if you don't want it to show, you can fold them different ways. And I kind of found that out by accident because I had it folded the wrong way. Happy accident, right? Sometimes it's hard to see where you scored, and that's why it's good to just have it all folded and burnished before you start. So now we're going to fold it like this. So we're going to do mountain, valley, mountain, valley, mountain, valley. Okay? Now, if you didn't like this with the green showing, you could do it the opposite. Valley, mountain, valley, mountain, valley, mountain. Okay? And both of them will fit on this card end to end here. So it depends on what you want. Sometimes the inside, you'd want the outside, but you don't want the inside to show. So that's where you can do it the other way. But I think this is nice, having just this little bit of green showing. It's a color in here, okay? And we're going to put a little bit of glue between these, and I'll use my liquid glue just to hold them together. So we just want to put a little blob of glue there, and in here, and in here. And you can also do the other side if you want. I just want to hold this down for a minute and make sure everything's nice and neat. So it is open on the other side, and I'm going to do this piece here, just so it doesn't flop around too much on me. But you could do the other pieces as well. Now, before we put this down, what I did here is I embossed it, and I don't want to emboss it after I put this down and have it not look right. So we are going to do our heat embossing first. And the sentiment, I love this happy birthday. I think it looks so nice here with the white on this Blackberry Bliss. And then wishing you a little extra happiness just because you're you. And that is from the Pansy Patch. I really went through all of my stamp sets. I'm doing a birthday series, and I was looking for all my birthday sentiments, and I came across this, and I love the font on it. So, and that's kind of a little plug. Next week, starting Monday, February 6th, I'm going to do a 6-week birthday series. So every 2 weeks, every other Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern time, I'm going to be live on YouTube, and I will make 3 birthday cards. The first week is going to be floral. We're going to do kids, masculine, black and white, fun fold, and the last one is gift card holders. So if you want to join me, and you can get the kits for free with a purchase, and all those details will be on my blog, and I'll have under classes, and I'll be advertising it. So if you want to do that, and that's where I came across this. I was like, oh, I might use this. Actually, I'm going to use this for my first class because I love it so much. So let's get to it. We're going to use our Versamark and our stamp, the happy birthday. And you can kind of lay this out just to see where you want it. And I'm going to just ink it up. And whoops, before I ink it up, let's just wipe it down with our embossing buddy. Just so the embossing powder kind of stays where we want it. So we're going to just put this right here. And you can see it because it's a dark color. You know, if you're embossing on white, you can't see it, but that looks good to me. So let's get our embossing powder. And I have this whole kit, which I love, and trying to think of the name of it. It is the embossing, I don't know. I'll have it all linked in the project sheet, what I'm using, but it's great. It comes with, it doesn't come with the powder, but it comes with this little brush, tweezers, and the embossing buddy. So it's really great to have, because what you do is you pour this powder back into the jar here. And I found that I do rinse it. I found that when I pour it back in, I take this off first so that I don't get embossing powder in the screwed part because if it gets caught in there, it's harder to clean out. So I'm going to just put this on here and put it away. Now I'm not going to use the tweezers because it's not a small piece, and I would use the brush if I needed to wipe anything away, the kind of paintbrush. So I will speed this up and take out the sound. I'll mute it, but I'm going to just warm up my heat tool, and I will emboss it, and you can watch it do its magic. Isn't that pretty? I love embossing. One of my favorite things. But my most favorite thing is the designer series paper. And what a simple card this is. I mean, it was so easy to fold, but it looks so elegant to me. So let's put this down. And I'm just going to use my liquid glue and just glue it all around. And this paper is just so rich and pretty. So we want to line it up top to bottom, end to end. And the liquid glue really helps you kind of maneuver it around before it sets. Gorgeous. Love it. Okay. And, oh, I forgot to put my ribbon around it. I wanted to put the ribbon on before I put it around, but I think it'll be okay on the inside fold. And I'm using this pale papaya ribbon because I think it goes well. On this one, I used the fresh freesia because it seemed to go well with that. So this time I'm going to have to put it all the way around and tie it. Usually I just put it and tape it in the back, so you might want to do it that way. So let's see if we can do this easily. I like to tie it on the spool, so I feel like I don't waste any, but I always waste a lot of ribbon anyway. Okay. And I may just put this on and fudge with it later, or fuss with it later. Whoa, that's a big bow here. Okay, we'll just leave it like this, and then I'll probably fix it just with it because you don't want to see all of that, right? So we'll just cut it here, and it's not too bad actually. Cut it here. Okay, and I can just move it around. There we go. And I might put a little glue dot here just to keep it in the right place. So now let's do the inside piece. And again, I kind of used this piece, and I don't even know how long I made it. I was kind of playing with it and cutting the bottom, and I came out with this. So let me just measure it. This is like 1.5. So what I'm going to do is I'll just take out my trimmer, and I'm going to cut it this way so I can measure 1.5. No, I want to do it this way. 1.5, right? Yes. If this doesn't work, we'll do something different. Let's see. I'll use this piece if it doesn't work. We're winging it. I kind of played with it, so I don't know what I did. Don't you love it? So yeah, this will work, and then I could just cut that off. So let's just put this down. I'm going to use my snail. I don't know how long to make it, but let's see if this will work. Oh, and before we put it down, let's do our stamping. Because if I make a mistake, I can always flip the card, the layer over. So that's just one thing I always do. I always do my stamping first. But isn't it easy and beautiful? I love it. Thank you, Tracy, for showing me how to do it. Okay. It's kind of not centered. I'm going to flip it, and if it comes out better, we'll use it. If not, we'll use the other side. Yeah, I like that better. All right, let's try this out, see how it works. So I'm going to just put it in that corner. and go all the way down. And then I will just snip the edge. Don't want to use our ribbon scissors. Do you have separate ribbon scissors? I like to keep them, my orange scissors, just for that purpose. And then we can put this in. And then we'll have, this will be my third card like this, 2 birthday cards. So you're gonna see this ribbon in there, but I think that's okay. I know, you know, sometimes I'll do that when I have a card going this way and it shows in. But if you think of it, before you lay this down, you can put this around the back and tape it, and then just tie a bow and add it with a glue dot. So now let's add one more thing. So I used these opal adhesive back gems on this one. On this one, so this is that heart paper. I'll have the information in my blog on this one as well. And then I used the heart pearls, which I thought were pretty. What would be nice too on this one is the butterfly. But I'm going to just put a white one here to kind of go along with the white sentiment. Should I do the big one or the little one? I can never decide these things. I get all the way through the end of the card and then I get tripped up on the embellishment. All right, so this one was the big one. This one is the little one, and this one is the heart. So these are the 3 curtain, drapery, ruffle, fold. How's that for a name? Thanks for joining me, and come on Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern time. I'll be out live, and if not, you could watch the replay. I'll have all the information on my blog. All right, thanks a lot. Have a good day. Bye.